We're gonna pick his brain.
So this is a take 2, by the way. So we did this before, and we had some technical difficulties. She didn't pay the satellite bill and everything, so we had to do this all over again and stuff.
So Poker, tell me a little bit about what's going on with you.
Oh,
how you got started.
Okay, I said, where do I start? I was gonna put this in the book, but I guess I can give you a scoop or whatever. I got started a lot of years ago, and I told you I'd never give the exact number of years, but I'm not gonna date myself, because I still like young girls and everything. So when I say young, not no R. Kelly kind of stuff. I mean, 18 and up. But a lot of years ago, I got started, in my hometown, Osceola, Arkansas. And the late great Moondog Spot, he gave me my first official break when I, started wrestling with him. That was actually my second match. First match was here in Memphis. I'm sorry. But he gave me my first official break where he would bring me in on a weekly basis. It meant a lot to me because it was in my hometown. So my family was able to come in each and every week, every Friday night, sometimes on Saturday, depends on where we are on Saturday night. They come, and check me out to see what it was that I was doing. But I was so passionate about it.
Interesting.
Yes, I am.
You're gonna mess me all up. Y'all don't pay attention. Anyway, so how did you end up going from wrestling to a promoter?
Well, to go right back from what the aforementioned statements made. Just from day one, I would always get to the building early, and also I wanted, I get there and Moondog, he was setting everything up, getting everything formatted that night for the night show, and I always had these ideas, and I'm like, hey dog, what if we went to the schools and did this, and and I had always thought man, that's this, I think I could run the show, and at that time, and I'm blessed that he didn't take it as an insult, because I know now if somebody that's inexperienced comes to me with shooting these ideas, I'll give them the blanks there, but I don't think he took it as disrespect. I think he just, this young guy, what I'm saying? So I think he kind of he appreciated that, but as time went on and I was able to, wrestle for, and at the time some of the bigger independent wrestling companies here in Memphis, and in other parts of the country, and I was always sitting back. I was always the quiet team player, and I sit, and I'm like, man, one particular show might be ran great. Go to another show, not so great, but over the years I always took mental notes. I'm like, man, I said, if I had the opportunity to do this on my own, I know I could just knock it out of the park. So a couple of years ago, this was maybe, I'll say 2013, so I was going around, and I was going around town in Memphis, and I was trying what we call sales shows. So basically, it's like, okay, I had an idea, I had access to a ring, and I was going to go to different businesses and see if they want to write me a fact check, to maybe set up a ring in their parking lot, and I was, to give one of the greatest shows, so I thought in time, and I was, striking out, and, or if I didn't, come with that approach, I'd be like, hey, if I run a wrestling show, how interested would you be in sponsoring? And it's like, striking out. So I talked to my tag team partner / brother / business partner. So I was telling him, he's like, man, he said, you think about it. He said, just kind of, he had me role play with myself a little bit. He's like, man, he said, if somebody came to you with that same pitch approach, would you consider writing them a check? I'm like, okay, good point. I didn't want to admit it though, but it was a good point. He's like, man, he said, you need to find your building or something. He said, and you need to, put up shut. I get it, something, man, okay. So I was, one night I do, and I typically I continue doing this. I do late nights, early mornings like that, So I had so I went to a couple places, and it was like, the logistics, for us, like, bringing the ring in, or they have a garage door, we had to go upstairs, we had to go around, nothing, it never worked out, or the price was too expensive. So one night I always thought doing like an outside show would be kind of cool, So I'm like, okay, well, let me look this up, man. So I, started Googling, different, like outside venues, here in Memphis, in the Memphis area like that. So I came across what they called the USA Stadium, which at the time they had stopped on, but years ago, the United States Olympic baseball teams to practice there, and I had always heard, of the stadium, and I used to go in, through Milton, for like years. I used to wrestle in Dyersburg, And it's like I never paid attention, you know. I guess because you know I always went early when there wasn't you know any baseball lights on, but it was like off of Highway 51 here in Tennessee, but it wasn't on the beaten path. It's kind of like sitting behind something. So anyway, so I Googled it, get a Google aerial view of it, and right then I fell in love. So I got on the phone, I called, yada yada yada. 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, you know, 2 months from now, I did my first event. You know, and I was like, man, I know with my creativity, I got the right people around me. I don't have people tell me what I want to hear. You know, there's people telling me what I need to hear. You know, I got the right people, the right advice. And I said, I know with my work ethic, I know that I can do better than anybody else around here who has money backing them. I didn't have all the money backing me, but I had this and I had this.
So who was your inspiration?
As far as just being a wrestler or as being a promoter?
I'm going to go with both.
As a wrestler, it was, I can't say it was just one particular person because around here, you know, a lot of people these days, you know, WWE is all they do. You know, I would see it, you know, here and there as a kid, but for the most part, you know, whoever was on Channel 5, WMC TV5, that was my heroes. You know, Jerry Lawler was my Hulk Hogan. You know, and I grew up watching guys like Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Jeff Jarrett, Austin Idol, Tracy Smothers, the Rock and Roll Express, Brickhouse Brown, Coco Beware, Sid Vicious, Robert Fuller. I grew up watching, you know, so all, you know, I know like all, you know, a lot of them I hated, you know, because they were bad guys, they were doing all kind of devious stuff. But those guys were my inspiration. As far as wrestling, I'm like, man, I would love one day. Because as a kid, I used to hate it. And my late grandfather, he's the one, because when we stayed in the projects in Osceola, we had one TV up front, which was the big TV. We had a little, you know, small little bricky-dink TV in the back and stuff. So and we could watch whatever we wanted to early that morning. But when 11 o'clock came on Saturday mornings, it was on Channel 5.
That's right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And you better, that's all you better watch right there. Don't walk in front of TV. If you had to walk in front of TV, go to the bathroom, you better wait till the commercial comes. You will get cussed out if you walk in front of television. You know, and then little did I know years later that, you know, that I would be on that television. You know what I'm saying? Doing, you know, something that I once hated and my grandfather loved. I never thought that people that I looked up to as a kid, that I would be either their partners, I would, you know, wrestling with them or be wrestling against them. Some of them I've even been on the road with. You know, so little, you know, that I know, you know, it was a sign of, you know, things to come. Now, as far as from a promoter standpoint, I will say this, and it may be kind of unpopular. Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, because and you read a lot of, you know, things online about Vince McMahon, you know, how he does business, you know. But I will say this, I can respect his drive. His, you know, he had a vision back in the day when he bought it from his father, Vince McMahon Senior. He had a vision what he wanted wrestling to be, and I can respect anybody with vision and passion. Now, allegedly, some of his business practices, you know, I heard he had a lot of death threats, you know, everything, but he had balls, you know what I'm saying? And then I can kind of relate to that, you know, and I've done things just as Pokerface the wrestler and as Pokerface, you know, Quentin Williams, the businessman. I can relate, and some things I have to be ballsy about. I have to do things that other people either can't do or not willing to do, you know, and I'm willing to back up, you know, and for the most part, anything I put my heart in, I'm not being, you know, I guess I'm not using this, you know, as a metaphor. But seriously, I'm willing to die for it, and I think that's what gives me the advantage over most people, either in the wrestling business or business in general, is that I'm willing to die for whatever I believe in.
That's kind of beautiful.
I might put that in my book as well.
There you go. What does Pokerface events have coming up?
It's funny you should ask, and I'm pretty sure that cue card that I'm playing.
Yes, it is
on April 27th, 2019, I'm going to turn my attention that way. April 27th, 2019, at the N82, N as in Nancy, 82 Gymnasium in Middleton, Tennessee, is going to be my 7th solo event. I almost lost count. My 7th solo event, but it's entitled Middleton Mayhem 6, Rise and Fall. So this is my 6th annual event, you know, and when we talk about this probably, you know, what's going to make this different and yet put so much more pressure on me. And I may have painted myself into a corner. I am going to attempt to set an indoor sporting event record in Middleton, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're going to try it again. No, I ain't going to try to. We're going to get 2,000 people in the NA2 gymnasium. And that's located off base in case y'all wonder. We're gonna get 2,000 people in the building. The last event that I had back April of 2018, we did close to 500 people. So me,
you had a really good group.
Yes.
Really crowd.
And like I said, like I told you, I had good people around. I got good people around, good people in my ear, good people that's working for me. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for the gusto. And I feel honestly, if anybody in this area, in this region, can put 2,000 butts in the seats, it's me. And it goes back to that past year. Hey, I'm confident. I never, and it's one thing I tell people, I might self-doubt myself every now and then. I never run low on confidence. And I feel if anybody can put 2,000 people in the seats, it's me, you know, because I got the creativity. I certainly got the passion. And I got the cojones, the balls, the testicles, the gonads, whatever you want to call them, to do it. And I tell people if it doesn't, you know, and I know a lot of people, you know, when I announced that last year that hey, we're going to put 2,000 people, I'm pretty sure people were, you know, on the sidelines and their, you know, private lives were laughing. I'm like, man, poker ain't gonna do that. You know, and I feel that I can. And that's fine because that's what drives me. You know what I'm saying? People's doubt. I don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else that fuels me.
Go ahead, doubting, getting more.
Yes, please do. Because hey, I didn't get paid on this next one like that. You know, but I got the good people around me. I got people that's not gonna, you know, I shot ideas I did with my business partner, other people that I consult with. And they're the kind of people, they're not going to sit there like, oh, poker, that's great, you know, everything is shooting. Sometimes I'll throw an idea out there, they be like, man, what the are you thinking about? That's some BS like that. But then sometimes they might like, okay, I see what you're doing. Well, why don't you kind of like tweak it a little bit and go this, you know, and like I said, and the people that, you know, that tell me this are people that I respect, people who got time in this business, people who have been well seasoned. So I'll take that into consideration, you know, and again, and I feel that, you know, and for those of you out there in video land, if you want to be successful in anything, you have to be able to be willing to work hard than anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about how much money you got, even though money does help, but it's not always about how much money you got. It's about what are you willing to do? Mm-hmm. You know, what are you willing to sacrifice? And then can you and will you work harder than your competition? I don't have thousands of dollars behind me. You know, if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you see that I get these, you know, cool sponsors and stuff. Which, by the way, I just got Lowe's and T-Mobile, by the way. But that's for another video. You know, but even without those cool sponsors, that doesn't put butts in the seats. From a corporate standpoint, it looks great. But what puts butts in the seats is me, again, sacrificing. Me not going out to bars and saving my money, putting my money in the right place, putting my money, tons of money, into advertising. I just told your husband on the other side of the camera there how I went out of my budget for my last event. You know, but I was willing to do that. I was willing, like one event a couple years ago, I pulled back on getting sponsors. I said, I have to, you had to, you know, to a certain point, you had to step back and you had to realize whether it's your business, like a personal life, what do you really need, who do you really need, and what don't you really need, or who you don't really need. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to see if I can pull this off by myself. No sponsors, nothing, no partners, anything. Can I do this by myself? I was a member of Chamber of Commerce. I did not even renew my membership. I said, I want to see, do I need them? Do I need this big national sponsor? Do I need this big regional sponsor? Do I need this local sponsor? Can I do it 100% by myself? And the answer is yes, I did it by myself. And at that time, it was the biggest crowd that I had. And it was about, it was from me going out, like I said, late nights. You know, sending tons of emails, getting no after no after no as far as people trying to help me. Then it got to the point, you know what, as far as like people, maybe flyers. I did everything by myself. Flyers, but I had certain people in certain positions as far as like graphic design, which I'm okay. But I got, my God brother, he's great at it, like that. Ruth, my business partner, he'll, like I said, if I'm kind of deviating from the plan a little bit, he's a big brother, so he'll steer me right back on the straight and narrow. Like that, and my dad, my parents are very supportive, so I did have that good support team. But from a financial standpoint, I did all by myself. And like I said, at that time it was our biggest crowd.
Here we are with poker, self-made. I'd like to say thank you to, oh goodness, watching over there show his muscles. By the way, he is my not my Facebook, my Jerry Springer boyfriend.
Yep.
Who dumped me.
But she attacked me too. I got first charge.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Marco's Pizza. Try them out. They're on Kings Highway in Paragould, Arkansas. Very delicious. Any shout out?
Not really. I want to thank the person who made this possible. Me, thank you for having me on your channel. Y'all need to subscribe, hit that bell on there so you get notifications for any new updates or anything like that. And go to Neo Genesis. Is Neo Genesis Wrestling on?
Yeah.
Just look below the video. I'm pretty sure all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell symbol right there. So whenever they upload new videos, it'll come to your phone, it'll come to your laptop, desktop, whatever that you got. And I want y'all to be there April 27th. Ooh, I almost forgot. April 27th, 2019. Militant Mayhem 6 Rise and Fall. Brought to you exclusively as of now by Pokerface.